It has been reported that lawyer Michael Avenatti claims third tape of R. Kelly allegedly performing sexual acts with underage girls exists. After reportedly turning over a second video to Chicago prosecutors just last week, lawyer Michael Avenatti claims that a third tape of R. Kelly allegedly having sex with an underage girl exists. Avenatti took to Twitter on Saturday to say that he was in the process of retrieving the clip and turning it over to law enforcement. Update: We have become aware of the existence of a third tape that allegedly shows further acts of sexual abuse of an underage girl by R. Kelly, which we are presently working to recover and turn over to law enforcement, end quote, he wrote. Due to the importance of ensuring justice is finally done in this matter, and because we are deeply concerned that Mr. Kelly has not been held accountable for his sexual abuse of young African American girls, whom are especially vulnerable, we have done so on a pro bono basis. Avenatti said in a statement last week, according to Newsweek. Now, the celebrity lawyer also shared that he claimed was evidence of alleged dirty tactics used by Kelly and his team to secure an acquittal during the singer's 2008 trial on child porn charges. That case revolved around a 27-minute sex tape with an underage girl and ended with a jury finding Kelly not guilty on all 14 counts. We have now uncovered how R. Kelly was able to gain his acquittal in 2008. We have discovered substantial evidence that he and certain enablers engaged in systematic witness intimidation, evidence tampering, physical threats, and payments to witnesses, end quote, Avenatti claimed. They rigged the trial. Now, alleged victims continue to come forward following Lifetime's Haunting Surviving R. Kelly docuseries, which highlighted the decades of the R&B singer's alleged sexual abuse of women and manipulation of underage women. CNN confirmed that they have viewed a graphic 45-minute VHS tape of a man appearing to be R. Kelly performing sexual acts on a girl who refers to herself as a 14-year-old. Wow, this is insane, you guys. This is really bad. Wow. Well, you know what? R. Kelly, he is definitely going to be behind bars for a very long time. Now, this stuff really makes me sick. It really does, especially to know that someone that's highly known and that's very famous takes advantage of his fame just to go off and take advantage of minors, especially underage girls. Really, by just thinking that fame is going to save him just because of what he's doing, or just by thinking that that just because he's famous, he has the right to do whatever he wants. Now, it's stuff like that that really puts me on the very, very disappointment right there. That really gets me hard right there, because it's ridiculous. It really is. It's really ridiculous. So now, honestly, I feel like R. Kelly is definitely the next Bill Cosby. Like, for real now. For doing this. I mean, what happened to R. Kelly isn't like exactly what happened to Bill Cosby. I mean, I know I heard that Bill Cosby, he went off and took advantage of like over 50 women, I believe, back in the 60s or 70s, and he drugged them and raped them. R. Kelly, I haven't heard of him drugging any woman, but I have heard of him taking advantage of women, just like Bill Cosby did. And I have heard of him, of course, maybe raping these women too. Because I believe that's also considered rape what he's doing. Because, I mean, I don't think anybody, especially an underage girl, would want to be sleeping with an old man. Let's be real here. So I feel like there's a similarity right here with Bill Cosby and R. Kelly, but still, the both of them have done wrong. They have done the worst of the worst, and Bill Cosby, I mean, at least he is in jail right now, but R. Kelly, unfortunately, he is still out of jail, he's still free, and he still needs to face the consequences for what he did, especially by messing with an underage girl. Now that's completely deep right there. And then another thing is that he needs to cancel his tour that he is going to have. Definitely. Because I don't think an artist that is going through a lot of legal troubles is gonna wanna, or is gonna go off and have the freedom to tour. Really. I don't think that's right there. I don't think that's really right. And plus, since he's gonna already tour around the world, I believe law enforcement is going to arrest him in the moment that he's gonna be in one of his tours anyway. They're gonna break into one of his concerts and they're gonna end up arresting him. So they're gonna find him, they're gonna arrest him, and he's going to be in prison for a long time, that's for sure. So yeah, he definitely is not going to be he's definitely not going to be safe from this one, since he's already gonna go out on tour. So yeah, the chances that R. Kelly is going to be free anytime longer is definitely not a good thing. Well, now on to a happier note and a better note. Shawn Mendes is reportedly posing for Calvin Klein. He even released a few pictures of him posing for Calvin Klein this past weekend, and a video that happens to be a promo for Calvin Klein. The video not just shows Shawn Mendes walking around in Calvin Klein underwear, but it also shows A$AP Rocky, and it shows Kendall Jenner. Well, Kendall Jenner, she's not wearing the boxers. Let's not get it twisted, y'all. But Kendall Jenner is wearing, lingerie. She's wearing a bra. She's wearing her panties in the video, which I think are part of Calvin Klein. So this is actually pretty interesting to see this, really. Really interesting. I think that they all look good in the video to be posing for Calvin Klein. They look really good, and they look very, of course, attractive, especially for the benefit of Calvin Klein. I mean, Calvin Klein doesn't want to have any type of person. So yeah, I even saw the video, and it was pretty convincing to me. It was really, really convincing, to the point that I really think that I feel like this is gonna be something, to be honest, to be talking about. Which, by the way, Shawn Mendes' picture of him posing in a Calvin Klein underwear, has racked up to nearly 8 million likes on Instagram. Almost 8 million likes on Instagram. And that pretty much is like his most liked Instagram picture. Because it seems to me like all the Shawn Mendes fans are really into seeing Shawn Mendes with no clothes on and just his underwear. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting to see. So now that's what's going on with Calvin Klein as of now. And I believe this is for a campaign called My Calvins. So it's pretty much to help out, pretty much for a campaign. It's not just to look pretty in a video and to look pretty in some pictures. I mean, really, that's what I used to think of it when I first saw Justin Bieber posing with just his underwear and his Calvins a few years ago. But now that I see Shawn Mendes, I'm now seeing more of the story behind Calvin Klein as to why Calvin Klein is posing in his underwear. As to why Shawn Mendes is posing in his underwear, and his Calvin Klein underwear, in the video and in the pictures. So, yeah. So anyway, that was it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Till next time.